Hello guys, welcome to another Honkai Star Rail video. So, actually we actually got a new, well, as you can see, a new patch. So no worries there. And by the way, there's two things that you need to know before I'm gonna start the video. First, always reclaim your Stellar Jades. Stellar Jades, of course, 600, a lot, and there is a new store. Well, we're gonna talk about that later on. They did this again. Ooh, okay, that looks cool. And also this one for $1. That one is also a very good one. We're gonna talk about that later. The reason that I'm actually going to the store is not because of those two. Today is July 1st, so I already purchased mine, but obviously you want to go directly to your store and go directly to the deals. We already got our 5 pulls in the special pass and the normal pass, so don't forget about that. And last and whatsoever, we can talk about the new things that we actually got at the store. So I'll be honest, it looks cool, but if I want to be honest, like, of course this is under your aesthetics, but in this case we're just gonna have this like maybe 10 or 5% of the time, unless if you are very like into Firefly and say, hey, you know what, I want to have it all day and I'm just gonna admire it, you know, like those kind of weird things. In my case, it's just like whatever. I'm not gonna see the skin every single time, and even so that the what is it, like Sam doesn't even show me Sam. Like, Sam is the one that it interests me the most. It just gives you like those kind of green particles, like those green, a little bit like a green recolored skin that literally Sam doesn't actually see anything. As you can see it in the video. It's just like a little bit of green things though. So I rather love more Zelda Zone Zero skins. Those ones are actually premium. They're very good. And in regards of, well, Genshin Impact is more or less like that, but I wouldn't care. Here, well, as you can see, you just actually for $1 for well, as you can see, $5, you get 4 pulls, which it will be 1 day. It says login for 5 days within 10 days of purchase to unlock all the rewards. You get 320 of those Ornicle, whatever it's called, and then the other 4 pulls, you actually get it for free. This one, it's very good, very good. Like literally for $1, you're getting one pull, and then credits. This one, I'm not going to question it out of the order. If it's just $1, it's pretty much good. Nothing so crazy whatsoever. This one, I'm gonna leave it under your interpretations. 10 pulls for $14. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it, but it's up to you guys if you want to waste a little bit more. Now there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. The battle pass. The battle pass included new cones. We're gonna talk about them. So let's go ahead and talk about the new cones. Maybe later on I will purchase the battle pass. To be honest, the new cones are absolutely good. Let's go ahead and check about the cones. Where can I see them? I think I can go directly to the... No, not here. I think I can just go to the rewards and check the cones that we're getting. So let me see about that. View details. Yeah, there you go. So this is one of them. As you can see, this is one for the Rembrandts, for the new characters. Increase the wearer's critical damage by 24%, and the critical damage dealt by the wearer's member sprite increased by 24. Very simple and easy, very good. Obviously, when you increase it to the maximum, you'll be getting more critical damage and more critical damage. So not only you, yourself, also your member sprite, or pretty much the summon that you do, will also reduce 24%, which is absolutely insane. I really love this one. Then we got until tomorrow's morrow, which is for the abundance, which is pretty much for healers. Increase the wearer outgoing healing by 12%, and when an ally target current HP percentage is greater or equal to 50, increase the damage dealt by 12%. Which again, you heal, and the person who got healed pretty much will receive more damage, which it's very amazing. I absolutely like it. So again, if you're looking for more damage buffs or anything like that, this Lycon is actually very good. This one, I have to think about it. This is for Nihility. Increase the wear, Holiday's Tournament Escapade. Increase the wearer's damage by a 16%. After the wearer attacks, there is a 100% base to inflict the attack targets with vulnerability. Increase the damage they receive by 10% for 2 turns. Effects of the same type cannot stack. So this one, again, it's absolutely good. So in other words, you do damage, and when you do damage, they receive 10% more damage, which I think it's very good for dots. Pretty much, we will have to see if it works for any kind of characters, because that's the other thing that we need to talk about later on. Then we got Journeys Forever Peaceful. Now, this was for preservation, pretty much for the people who are using shields. Increase the wearer providing shield by 12%, and when an ally target has a shield, the damage dealt is increased by 12%. If I want to be honest, this one is also very good. Like if I have a Jeopard or a Venturine, I don't know if Fu Swan actually does the same thing, to be honest, but at least if you have a shield, you will have more damage, which is absolutely very good. See you at the end. The Hunt, pretty much for DPS. Increase the wearer's critical damage by 24%. The skill damage and follow-up attack dealt by the wearer increased by 24%. This one also is very good. Pretty much we got, in this case, I think it's Fei Xiao, Big Xiao, and Topaz. I think those are the 2 ones, and also Dr. Ratio. Besides that, you're getting the critical damage. The follow-up attack also does that. And pretty much those 3 characters that I mentioned are very good. We wouldn't count Cypher because, well, Cypher is not a hunt character, so unfortunately for that. Okay, and Preserve for the win. Harmony, characters that provides you buffs. After entering combat, increase all allies' break damage dealt by 16%. Abilities of this same cannot stack. This one, I can say it's a bit of mid, like increase all allies' break damage. Like in my case, we do have a Harmony character which could be Rame, but I think her cone is much better because it only says increase all allies' break damage dealt. So it's not very good, to be honest. A Trail Bygone Blood. Now, let me tell you one thing, guys. For people who are returning to play Jingliu because she got buff, this is her best light cone. This is her best light cone and the best light cone for mid-ace. Those 2 light cones are very good for Jingliu. Jingliu's light cone doesn't work. We'll talk about that later, but just to give you a heads up. Increase the wearer's critical rate by 12%, and the skill damage and ultimate damage dealt by the wearer is increased by 24%. Again, very good, simple and easy. You just get critical rate, and your ultimate does more damage, which is very good for destruction characters. A Dream Sent in Welt. Erudition, pretty much for the follow-up attackers. Increase the wearer's critical rate by 12%. The ultimate damage and follow-up attack dealt by the wearer increased by 24%. Simple and easy. Very good for Himeko. Very good for Anaxa. Very good for... What was the other follow-up attack character? Herta? Not the Herta. Talking about the little girl. And I don't remember any more Erudition characters, but yeah, it could be very good. And whatsoever, I think that's all of the light cones. If I want to be honest, maybe I want to go for this one, or I have to think about it, because this one I can say this one is mid. I don't like this one at all. I think this is the only one that I don't like, but all of the rest are absolutely very good. So if you reach to level 30 and you're looking to get those characters or those, you know, oh, there's the light cones, I didn't know. But yeah, that pretty much is there. Level 30, you get that. Nothing so crazy, nothing whatsoever. Now, obviously, there's gonna be the Fate State. I think I said it. Fate Stay? Yeah, Fate Stay. It's gonna be into the next 10 days. We're gonna have the collab for Saber and Archer. Now, Archer's gonna be for free. That will be until the version arrives. I have to think about. I do have to think about Saber because, to be honest, well, there's two reasons. One, I'm not a fan of Fate. I've never seen the series, if I want to be honest. But the voice actor of Saber really convinced me, and I know the Japanese voice actor of this one, so it's very good. Nothing so crazy over here, so we just get this and over down. Now, here is the things that you need to check about. 4 characters has been buffed. The biggest buff that they done was in Kafka. The other 3 made them playable, so at least those are absolutely good. We're not going to experience them, we're just going to view the adjustments. So, as you can see, Jingliu now deals damage based on maximum HP. So, her chest was from critical damage. You may want to increase that to max HP. That's not reliable anymore. You don't need attack, you need max HP. So pretty much it's based on your max HP, which is very, very good. So if you have your old Jingliu, you need to update the chest because critical damage will not do it much better. Max HP will be her best option. When a teammate's HP gets reduced, Jingliu increases critical damage and gains Sinjiji, whatever. I think it's her passive. Like there's like 4 moons that Jingliu have, and those moons increases. So pretty much that's the case. When a teammate HP get okay, I'm sorry, I just repeated it. So you're getting critical damage when it gets reduced, which is very good. After entering the spectral transmigration state, increases 60 stacks limit and additional gains 1 stack of synergy, which is very good. Again, Jingliu, it's not so meta. It is kind of like, well, from a B tier we can increase it to A tier more or less, but the Herda is the one that it's dominating the meta. This is just for people who's like, well, I don't want to have Jingliu outside of my you know of my things though. But hey, well, we have the details about what this Jingliu does. So again, based on max HP, based on max HP, so pretty much everything is on HP. So pretty much you need HP. Obviously you want critical rate and critical damage on all of your substats and a little bit of speed. You know, I'm not gonna go into this. Pretty much you can go ahead and check your guide. So for what I heard, you need Sunday and Tribbie. Pretty much. I think Sunday and Tribbie are your best options for support. And obviously Hyacinth or Gallinger for a healer or anything like that. So pretty much you may want to use that. So as you can see all this here on the adjustment details. So that's pretty much good. But pretty much since I don't have Jingliu, but it's gonna arrive in the second phase of the banners, I may want to pull for her. I put in my comments that I will not pull any more characters unless it's Jingliu or Saber. That's what I put in the comments. So I may want to think about Saber or I may want to think about Jingliu. We'll check about that later on. But yeah, any kind of changes, there it is. Nothing so crazy over there. Let's go with Blade. Blade, absolutely the same. Based on HP, which it should have been from the beginning. That's why Blade sucked and it was not relevant anymore. The talent trigger follow-up attack additionally regenerates energy, so you'll be able to use your ultimate, and after using the skill, it uses this unit's aggro's chance. So pretty much the details, base HP, max HP, you have everything that you may want to go ahead and check about, so nothing so crazy over there, you can check it out. Now, Silverwolf. Silverwolf, I can say that you can consider it as a premium Perla. That's pretty much what I can say. So here it is. Ultimate can cause an AoE attack, which is very good. Pretty much the ultimate was single target, so okay. Single prioritizing, adding weakness to match the type of the first character in the team lineup. What does that mean? My first character, let's say for example, first character, Archeon. Okay, let's put that as an example. Archeon, you put it as the first lineup. Once that it's the first lineup, then Silverwolf will just use her skill and it will prioritize the damage of lightning. The old Silverwolf pretty much was, okay, depending on what is your team, what is the elements of your team, then I'll gladly go ahead and like, I don't know, randomize situation. This one is now, okay, the first slot is Jingliu, it's Archeon. So let's go ahead and use the weakness of lightning. So pretty much that's what it is. And at the start of the battle at the turn, regenerates energy, which very good. I really like it. Again, the adjustments is already there, so you can just go ahead and see them. Nothing so crazy that I want to talk about, so pretty much that's on to you. Now the biggest buff, guys, Kafka. Oh my god. The main reason that I started to play Honkai Star Rail was for this girl, and good god, they buff her like you don't have any idea. And I think I I think they actually did it right because she is the mommy of DOTs. So I pretty much think that that could be the case. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about her kit. Scales can cause DOTs on all its targets to immediately produce one additional instance of damage. So you do one DOT, you get an additional DOT. So it's double the damage. Follow-up attacks triples count increase, and follow-up attack can also cause enemy DOTs to immediately produce one additional instance of damage. So previously her follow-up attack was from a basic attack. This one is from any kind of damage that you want to do. So, and it does twice. The previously was one, this one is twice. So pretty much any kind of damage that you want to do when you have Kafka, boom. Another one, boom, twice. Very, very good. And can increase allies attack. This one, as you can see, it does provide the adjustment if the attack targets current have any DOT, produces one instance of damage. Again, Scale can cause DOTs on all its targets to immediately trigger one additional instance of damage. Pretty much very good. Down can enable DOT debuffs to immediately trigger one extra instance of damage. Again, without needing to unlock traces, which is kind of cool. Again, any attack from teammates can trigger Kafka's talent, which is the follow-up attack. Very good. So this one, it's a bit... The one that you want to actually check is on the top one. It says, when an ally target effect's hit rate is 75% or higher, Kafka increases that target's attack by 100%. What does that mean? Effect hit rate, if you have somebody who has, well, pretty much it says there, it increases 100% of the target of attack. Pretty much it buffs very, very hardly. And it says, after using ultimate, restores the triggerable count of talent follow-up attack by 1. You get, you know, as you can see, you use the ultimate, you get 1 follow-up attack by 1, and the follow-up attack can cause all DOTs debuffs currently on the target immediately to produce damage equal to 80% of the original damage. Again, very, very crazy. They did adjustments with the Elodons, so pretty much when they use this an attack, 100% to increase the DOTs. Very good. And lastly, when Kafka's on the field, DOT dealt by allies is increased by 33%. They did increase the damage. This one, they went beyond. They went beyond. You do this, you finish it, you get in total 80 Stellar Jasts. Very good. The story, we'll have to do that outside of camera. Well, they actually updated the Origami Bird Clash. Nothing so crazy over there. This is if you want to go ahead and check about Phainon. We're gonna check about that later on. And that's pretty much it. So one last thing I'm gonna go ahead and talk about. So as you can see, I have Kafka, so that's why I was actually very crazy that they actually did this. Now, quick summary. If you go over here, and where is it? I think it should be over here. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. It was this one. So let's say that I don't want Kafka's buffs. I don't want them. You can gladly change it anytime you want. To the previous Kafka, to the better Kafka. And I think that nobody will do that. Pretty much Kafka in her enchanted state is absolutely a beast. Believe me, you want to go ahead and check it right now. If you have Black Swan, if you have your mommy team, which is Black Swan, Huo, and Rame, go ahead and use them. Go ahead. And you will see the absurdist damage that you can provide. Now, the good thing about her light cone is that her light cone is not, and let me tell you right now, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Like, her original light cone, the 5-star, doesn't work. The one that works is this one. Before the tutorial mission starts is her best light cone because you actually get the effect hit rate by 35%. The defense reduce, well, pretty much you don't require it. You regenerate a lot of energy. So I'm sorry, Kafka. I'm sorry, Perla. Now I'm gonna use this one. This is the best free to play. Do I have an auto add? Yeah, I forgot to add one. So at least it's 40% now. So this one is for free. Or people who didn't get it like me, since I'm a PlayStation user, you can go directly to the Heritage Shop where you do the the weekly event that you do, and you're able to get this. Very simple and easy. no runabouts, pretty much very good. Pretty much her build is still the same. Like, the only thing that changes is just her, this one. It's pretty much this one. So, what is this called? It's the planar sphere and the link rope. Those are the only two things that you need to remove. All of the rest of the things, like attack, hit rate, speed, all that kind of stuff, is still viable on her. But in specific, like the the planet sphere and the link rope are the only two things that you don't require. Pretty much you can just complete them, no issues at all. And you can go directly to the installer guide, and we got the new, there it is, should be this one. Is this one. This is the new one. One is for Phainon, and the other one is for Kafka. So this is the one that you actually want to chase now. This one, for 2, increases the wearer attack by 12%, and when the wearer attack is higher than or equal to 240 or 360, 2.4 or 3.5k, increases the dot damage by 12 and 24% respectively. So, how much do I have for my Kafka? That's my question. I have 3.5k. Oh my god, this is actually good. So obviously I have to change those two. I have to change this and I have to change this. You may want to either use lightning damage or attack, but I think that from the buffs that you absolutely get, you won't have any kind of problems to increase it to 3.5k. I'm very, very sad that when I tried to pull for the Kafka video, the way back then, I wish I have her on E2, but unfortunately I lost the 50/50s on there. So last and whatsoever, the banners. So one thing that you should know here, this is Archer's new light cone, which Archer will be for free. We're gonna have it in the next 10 days, just to let you know that once that you pull 200 times, you get this light cone for free. So let's go ahead and check about this light cone very quickly. Increases the wearer critical rate by 16%. While entering in combat, if the ally skill points limit is 6 or higher, pretty much that's the reason why we have Sparkle in this rerun banner, increases the wearer attack by 40%. After each use of the wearer skill, increases the wearer attack by 10%, stacking up for 4 times. If I want to be honest, I don't even know what this Archer does. Only thing that I know is that he is a very good DPS character, and it's for free. Again, Father Rail, thank you for the free character. One thing is for sure is that I don't know how the power creep will damage him, but if you're looking to pull for this, if you're looking for this, just pull 200 times and you're good to go. Pretty much there's nothing else. This will last until this version, so pretty much is very good and easy. Nothing so crazy over there. Now, Phainon, for what I heard about Phainon, is that you require 3 supports. He's a 1 solo carry. From my understanding, I don't know if this is true or not, but he's a 1 character carry. Like literally the 3 characters that you need, it's either pure buff damage. Jingliu, Bronya, Sunday, etc., Tribbie, etc. Like literally you need just specifically support characters that will give Phainon a lot of damage. That's from what I heard, but that's okay. The 3 other characters that you can get, Tribbie is turned to be a general amazing support character. So if you're looking to get for Tribbie, go ahead. I will have to wait until the next banners, until our next reruns. I'm pretty sure that they will do it. They're releasing a lot of like characters that they already released, so I hope that they can actually do this. Sunday, for what I heard, Sunday works for certain specific characters. Works very good with Jingliu, which is my second guess about if I want to pull for Saber or not. But we'll have to talk about the Saber banner later on. But yeah, Sunday works with Aglea, and Sunday works with Jingliu, and Sunday works for Saber. Like pretty much it's a very good character. It's a very good support character. If it's a must pull, not so much as Tribbie, but he is a good. And lastly, Sparkle. So I already have Sparkle, and she is an E1. I don't need her, but if it's necessary, unless if you want Archer, maybe you don't need her. You don't need her as well. She's still a little bit dusty. I can admit that. She's not very good still, but she's relevant for Archer. That's why they release her rerun banner. So if you want to pull for her, go ahead, because pretty much, as you can see, if the skill points is more than 6 or more, it increases the damage for if you're chasing the light cone, of course. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, we got the fate cones, but this is under your interpretation. For my end, I think I don't want to pull for the light cones. From what I know, Phainon does have some free-to-play options, so I'm gonna have to check about that. Let me just review the details about my banner and see how much I pull. I think that the only banner that I pulled was for... Oh my god, it's been more than 6 months and I don't have any records. So like that's how bad I don't pull for the Lycon banners. The Lycon banners are absolutely good. Don't get me wrong, they're absolutely very cool, but it doesn't worth my stellar jays, specifically because on the next version, Hysolence is gonna arrive, and Hysolence is gonna be the mother of the buffers of the DOTs. And since I want to play Kafka so badly, I really want to pull for Hysolence. And there's gonna be another support that it will work very good with Phainon, and it's gonna be oh my god, what's the name of this character? Let me investigate this very quick. My bad, her name is Seridra. Seridra is gonna be a premium amazing support for DPS. Seridra is a very good character for the buffer character for Phainon. So if you're gonna be pulling for Phainon, that's absolutely amazing. Let me give you good news. I will be pulling for Phainon, not because he's absolutely a very good character, because in some certain situations, I absolutely like this character. The Japanese voice actor, oof, I love it. I really love the Japanese voice actor. And lastly, I think it deserves my pull. Like I really want to pull for this character. So let me tell you right now, I'm in pity 20 for what I remember. Pity 20 or pity 30? Let me check the details. Let me check it. Let me see. Okay, we are 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'm in 20 pulls. As you can see, I lost the 50-50 with getting Fugue in E2. I got her in E1, but I wasn't able to get it on E2. So that's why I saved a lot of my Stellar Jades, and I have a lot of tickets. So is there anything I want to pray once that I pull for Kevin? Many people say that it's Kevin because it does have a similitude. Kevin is from Honkai Impact 3rd, but I don't have any kind of relationship with that. I don't know about Honkai Impact 3rd. Maybe I want to pray for something. Dioses del RNG, yo sé que tengo demasiadas tiradas, tengo muchas tiradas, no te voy a mentir. Realmente hay muchos otros personajes que me van a matar en cuestión de las tiradas. High Silence está en el siguiente parche, Jingliu y Saber. Saber estoy pensando si realmente lo quiero tirar o no, porque realmente el pity de ese banner es nuevo, realmente me tiene un poquito tentado. De Jingliu, he estado persiguiendo Jingliu desde que salió. En mi cuenta de PC la dejé abandonada, pero sé que en esta cuenta lo puedo hacer mejor. Yo sé que no tengo el equipo necesario para hacer que Jingliu brille, pero me gustaría tenerla en el equipo. Así que solo espero que no tenga que tirar tantas veces por este banner y así ahorrarme unos cuantos tiradas, porque la verdad sí me va a dejar muy seco estos banners. Están muy fuertes, así que espero todo lo que se pueda para que no tenga que tirar tanto por estos banners. Amén. Just for future references, the future banners that we're gonna have is this character, and then we got more other characters that they're absolutely very hard to skip. The next banners are going to be the Saber banners, which that will be into the next the next patch. For what I understand, the Saber banners will last at least for 3 patches, so nothing so bad in that. But as well, we're gonna have another banner which will include Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade. Let me give you a quick hint. I don't know why they put Blade. If you can go to the Celestial Invitation and just choose Blade from there. I don't know if you have a 75% chance to double the chances to pull for Blade, but it's kind of an XD one. Jingliu, I'm actually pursuing for Jingliu for a long time. I really want to pull for it instead of Saber because we only have like more other patches, so pretty much I think I can pull for that. And lastly, Firefly. If I want to be honest, Firefly has been carrying me a lot of patches. I don't know about the current patches right now, but Firefly is still carrying me over. So if you have your break team, which includes Ron Mei, Fugwe, and Lingsha, or maybe you can put a Galanju there, then you're free to go. Firefly is a beast, and she's still a beast. She's been carrying me a lot. I'm not gonna lie, she's been carrying me a lot. Contents, but if you don't want it, or if you want to have it just because of the new skin, then you're pretty much good to go. Okay guys, let's start with our pulls. Best of the luck, and let's see if we don't have to pull a lot of times. Okay, this one is not okay. 40. This one doesn't seem that it is. No. Right. 50. This one? No, I don't see. Nah, it was not. I'm trying to distinguish which one is the. I know that when it brights a lot. I meant 60, right? Oh wait, I did a 1 pull? Oh my god, I'm my bad. First of all, let me exchange my mistake. Let's do 4. Now I'm in 51. Nah, that wasn't the one. 61. Got a Lycone. I have to consume. 71. Okay, from here we need to do singles. $72. 73. 74. 75. It doesn't seem that it's the one. No, it wasn't the one. It wasn't the one. 76. Nope. 77. Doesn't seem it's that one. 78. No. Oh my freaking god. 79. No. Oh my god, you're gonna put me to hard pity? Are you serious? 80. Now this is starting to worry me. Is that the one? Nah, 81. Shoot. 82. That's the one. Oh my god, I was starting to get freaking out. Oh well. It took me a lot of temptations not to pull for Aglea's banner or Aglea's Lycone because I love more Aglea than Phainon, but to be honest, again, there is a lot to waste. And as you can see, 138 for the warps to get the new Lycone for Archer. So So yeah, that's pretty much the case, guys. You know what? I really, oh my god, it's tempting. I actually have for another 75 pull, but if I want to be honest, I really want to save those pulls for for the incoming characters. So whatever. I'm gonna do that later on, but there we have our new character. Now I wanted to level up him. I think I have. Yeah, I actually farm a lot. Rengoku! That's why I actually pull for him, and because he's Ezreal from League of Legends as well. Japanese voice actors. I'm not talking about the English one. I still have a lot of things to do there, so no worries there. There you go, we got the pulls here. I'll have to check about the Lycone. Again, I heard that the Lycone of him is absolutely free to play. So I have to check him out. Yeah, I actually pull a lot for him. The thing here is that I haven't farmed for his artifacts or anything like that. I'll have to check that out. I have to see what he actually works with. But yeah, I actually farm like non-crazy. Yeah, we can do that. No worries. I actually pre-farm almost everything. Almost everything. Look, all of my credits being done. But hey, I have a lot of credits, so no worries there. To level 6, I guess. Yep, level 6. Most of the times, the basic attack I level to level 5. Yeah, there you go. I think I'll be missing a couple of more. Oh wait, I have them level 9, right? Yep. Yeah, that's where the tier involves here. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at 995. It looks very good. The relics, again, I haven't even used the relics. I have to check which are the relics that I need to use for Phainon. But there you have it, guys. Pretty much the pulls. I'm not gonna be pulling anymore. I'll be saving until the next week, and see if I want to pull for Saber's banner, or if I really want to save for Jingliu. If I want to be honest, I don't have the teams for Jingliu. Jingliu requires Tribbie, requires Sunday, requires Bronya, requires Gallinger. Well, Gallinger, it wouldn't be a problem, but I don't have Sunday, and I don't think I'm going to be pulling for Sunday. But yeah, pretty much Jingliu is a character that I really want a lot of times. I really wanted it for a long time. But we'll have to check that later on. Well, I think I don't have anything else to say. I think I'll be pulling for Phainon, enjoy the story, and... Can't believe that I didn't have this character at E6 at the beginning. But well guys, that's it. If you enjoyed the pulls, well, thank you. Good luck with your pulls. If you're going to be pulling for Phainon banner or any other banner that you're looking for Tribbie, Sunday. What was the other character? For Sparkle. Or if you're going to be saving for Saber. I think that many people want to pull for Saber. In my case, I'll have to check. I do have a Win DPS character, so I think I want to check that out. And once and for all, what's another thing? Oh, and the other banners. If you're gonna be saving for Firefly, for Blade, or for Jingliu, or pretty much again, if you have a Herda, again, if you have the Herda, you don't need to pull for Jingliu. The Herda is being much reliable and much powerful than Jingliu. But if it is for nostalgia, or if you want to play your old characters again, go ahead. You're pretty much free to play to do that. It's very good, very easy to do. So. In my case, I don't know if I want to pull for Jingliu. I don't have any ice DPS characters. And I'm thinking about it, but I also want to think about Hysolence. Hysolence, oh my god, it's gonna be... That's why I've been panicking a lot in Honkai Star Rail. Hysolence, it's a character that I really want. Just because they will revive much better Kafka. That's the reason why I don't want to pull for her. And she also has the ultimate whale, something that Childe doesn't have. Or Tartaglia, whatever you want to call him. Well guys, that's it. May your hearts be your guiding key. See you guys into the next video. Any future content that I'm going to do, tomorrow we're going to do Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. The next banner is going to arrive tomorrow. Genshin is in the limbo, but just to give you a heads up, I actually pulled 10 times, and on pity 2, I actually got Mitsuki. So I lost the 50-50 to Skirk C1, but I'm guaranteed another character. So I was kind of surprised that I actually got that. I was actually twice it happened to me when I actually tried to pull for Skirk. Navia, and I lost her, and then I got Jean, and then later on I got Mitsuki. So I was kind of surprised that I was able to get another character. So Zenless Zone Zero, we're not going to be pulling anything on Zenless Zone Zero. I think we're going to leave it until the next patch. There's new characters, Alice, and then there was another character that revives his anomaly builds. And I hope that the rerun banners will get Evelyn or something like that. I'm really chasing for Evelyn, and I'm also 50-50 there. So I lost to Rina. I was trying to pull for Yiswan, M1. I lost it, and I got Rina. But I was like, oh, that's fine. I'm actually guaranteeing another character. So we're not gonna do any kind of pull since unless on Zero. Withering Waves, I don't know. Withering Waves I got Cartethia in her next level, the one, whatever you want to call it. I don't remember. I think it's called S1. I don't remember, or to be honest, I don't remember. But I got her in her next level, and I'm in zeros. So Withering Waves, I don't know. It's gonna be in the limbo. Maybe I'm gonna be saving for Augusta. Maybe I'm gonna be pulling for her. But that will be into the next 2 patches. So we're not going to do anything on Withering Waves for a long time. Okay guys, I'm sorry. I overextend myself. May your hearts be your guiding key. Again, I'll see you guys into the next video. And good luck with your pulls. Peace guys.